Have you ever been in a match where it feels like nothing is being killed? When this happens, often people will say that we need more DPS. This is the last thing you want. Adding more DPS heroes is not rewarded at all in the game's current meta. It's actually punished quite severely. This is trying to cure a symptom of the problem instead of curing the larger problem itself. The DPS potential on your team isn't the issue, it's how you're using it. Hi, I'm Forrest with Faulty Lid, and today we're going to be talking about focus fire and kill order. When a fight starts, who should we kill? Instead of me just giving you the answer, let's try to figure it out together. Our first option is to attack the tanks. They're often the most readily available for us to attack, and their large hitboxes make focus firing easy. If we can kill them, the fight opens up, and our team is allowed access to their squishies for easy kills. So tanks must be the first thing we want to focus fire, right? Well, actually no. Tanks want to be fired upon. That is their job. They want to distract you and provide shielding for their squishy teammates. If you spend time trying to focus down a tank, you're attacking your opponent the exact way it prefers to be attacked. Every moment you fire at a Reinhardt's shield, or even into a Roadhog's fat gut, their DPS heroes are operating with little to no resistance. Without them taking any damage, they're free to kill anyone they want. And the same with their healers. Worse yet, killing these tanks takes a ton of time. Their giant health pools make them the slowest kills to secure. By focus firing these giant health pools down, we're actually charging up the enemy's support ultimates. Their Mercy, Ana, or Zenyatta is going to hit 100% charge very quickly if this is our mode of attack. In fact, if we're focus firing down their tanks and they don't do the same to us, we can almost guarantee that their supports will have ultimates before ours do. That's far from ideal. We want our supports to have ultimates before theirs do, so we can have a team fight with ultimate advantage. Killing the tanks is a great thing to do if they've presented themselves to you on a silver platter. If a Reinhardt charges your team and the enemy team doesn't follow up immediately, kill that Reinhardt. If a Winston dives on your supports and you have a Reaper with you, channel your inner Cincinnati Zookeeper and end Harambe's short life. Otherwise, leave the tanks for later. There are much easier kills to get at the start of a teamfight that have less negative side effects for our team than tanks. Teamfights are won by the team who can get the first kill or two. We want to remove any of their teammates we can from a fight so we can have man advantage. Doing so as quickly as possible is always our goal, so killing the tanks first must not be the best strategy. If tanks aren't going to be our target priority, then let's kill the DPS. After all, they're the biggest threat to the lives of our own team. If we can kill their McCree or their Reaper, they're going to have an incredibly difficult time producing enough burst damage to kill us. Problem solved, right? Well, sort of. Killing the enemy's DPS heroes is significantly easier than killing their tanks. With a little focus fire between your teammates onto a single enemy DPS target, you can take one out very quickly. We're going to have to burn through some heals, but since DPS heroes have low health pools, they're not incredibly difficult to frag with some good burst damage. Still, if we half kill them while they're exposed and they can get back into cover, they're just going to get healed and we've charged enemy support ultimates again. Not ideal. Removing the enemy's DPS from a fight can often be the best move, especially if one is countering your team or just generally giving you hell. A Pharah in the Sky or a flanking Genji or Tracer make excellent first focus fire choices because they're exposed to you. If your team can collapse in on one of these flankers, you can kill them quickly and take man advantage in the fight. However, a smart team won't make it this easy for you. Often what killing DPS heroes means in real terms is that your DPS heroes need to out DPS their DPS heroes. And since in this scenario of a fresh teamfight both teams have heals, it means the winner of the teamfight is just going to come down to which team has the better DPS players. So if not the tanks and not the DPS, we're left with one option, focusing their healers. If we can kill them while our own healers are alive, then suddenly their team goes from an infinite health pool to a finite one. Even if your DPS players suck, they should be able to win a fight when you have heals and they don't. You have infinite health, and they're running for their lives. The healers are the sustain for every fight. They are the resource which keeps you and your enemy team alive. Cut off their resource and you'll find the rest of their team will soon collapse. You want to enter every team fight with the mentality that the prize for each team are the healers. If you can protect your own and kill theirs, you'll win every time. It's really that simple. I think this is really counterintuitive for people because it means that they're not shooting at the person who's shooting at them. This goes against your instincts as an FPS player. We have to remember though, Overwatch is not a typical first-person shooter. Shooting the person shooting back at you is often not the best option. I can't tell you the number of times I've seen Pharah in a Pharah Mercy combo be fired at while the Mercy takes no damage. The Pharah can quickly be healed, the Mercy cannot. Even if Pharah is firing on you, the fastest way to take her out is actually killing the Mercy that's pocketing her first. If you find this is counterintuitive, you're just going to have to redefine your instincts if you want to be a better Overwatch player. Killing healers first means a shorter fight. This is crucial because that means their supports aren't building ultimates and their tanks and DPS heroes won't be building ultimates quickly either. If they can't stay alive to do damage, then they can't build ultimate charge. This focus on the healers is going to keep your team in the driver's seat for ultimate advantage. Okay, so the healers are the best target to attack. Now which healer do we focus first? The answer is the single target healer. We always want to remove Ana, Mercy, and Zenyatta from the fight as fast as possible. I find that people give this type of kill priority to Mercy because they want to prevent a res. Really, you need to be treating Ana and Zenyatta as the same level of threat as Mercy. I've seen so many fights where my team doesn't focus Ana and then she manages to get her ultimate off mid-fight, which ends up snowballing my team. If we just treated her like Mercy and killed her first, then that never would have been a problem. If you watch pro matches, a lot of the action centers around who can kill the other team's Ana first. Kill the single target healer and you have the best opportunity you could possibly have to snowball and wipe the enemy team. Once the single target healer is dead, Lucio can wait. In fact, after you kill the single target healer, I would not recommend trying to kill Lucio next because he's incredibly tanky for a healer. Lucio is going to have low healing power for whoever you want to kill next, so it's best to kill a more threatening target first. It's here that it's typically best to kill whichever DPS hero is the biggest threat to your team. Once that squishy is down, we should hopefully be in a 4v6 scenario, which means that the fight is 99% won. From here, for fastest cleanup, kill the DPS heroes, the off tank, the main tank, and then save Lucio for last. Keep in mind, it's impossible to give a hard and fast rule about kill order. It depends entirely on the context of the fight and the matchups. If a Genji or Tracer is killing your supports, then no matter what, they've just jumped to the top of your team's kill order, even if their single target healer is still alive. It takes practice to figure out who's the best target to kill at any given moment, but use this kill order as a foundation for target selection. To recap, the best enemy to focus in a teamfight is the enemy's single target healer. These are Ana, Zenyatta, and Mercy. Once we've removed them from the fight, we want to deal with the biggest threats to our team. In an ideal scenario where no one is ganking our team, first kill the DPS heroes, then the off tank, the main tank, and finally Lucio. I guarantee you that following this kill order will win you more matches and help you rank up. Good teams understand kill order and use it to their advantage. Now that we know healers are the prize to every teamfight, how exactly do we get to them? Stay tuned for an upcoming guide where we will go over the different ways we can initiate teamfights in Overwatch. If you have any tips on focus firing or any horror stories about teams you've been on, I want to hear about them in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter @FaultyLidGaming. This has been Forrest with Faulty Lid. I'll see you next time.